Okay, this segment is on jumping with the belt. So when we do broad jumps, and I call them compression jumps, we're teaching the athletes to absorb the ground into their hips. And when they land, they have to hinge back. So you guys just hinge back like a squat. If you guys want to just sit, you want to push your hips behind you and then stand back up. And when you do that, you want to squeeze your glutes and your quads at the same time. So what I say is let's do a little jump catch. Make sure the athletes can do this drill. So let's ready, jump and catch. And when they catch, they land into a squat position. So jump, catch, and they pause. Jump, catch. And you want everybody to squeeze. So they're squeezing their glutes and quads when they land. So that's how we practice that drill. So we're going to do some broad jumps first. When we do broad jumps, we want to get nice and tall. And we're going to jump forward and land on our heels and stick our landing. Let's do 2 forward jumps. Stick, and again. And again, you're telling the athletes to stick their landing. Let's walk backwards nice and controlled. And let's try it again. Stick your landing. There you go. Awesome. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do that on our right leg. We're not jumping for distance on this. We're just jumping for control. So start on the silver line, which is 9 feet away from the wall, and let's just land on our heel and stick our landing in that compression movement. Go ahead. Push your hips back and stick. Again, and stop. Go backwards, start over. Let's do it on your left foot. Go ahead when you're ready. Stick your landing. Land on your heel. X. Let's go back to the right. And again, this is really hard, so if you double jump, that's okay. It's just something we got to work on. Stick your landing, land on your heel. We're doing it again on each leg once or twice. What's hard for dancers is to land on their heels because they're always on their toes, so this is kind of feels a little weird. Land on your heel, stick your landing. Good. So now we're going to work laterally. So we're going to face that way. We're going to start really simple on the gray line. Now, right leg only. I literally want them to hop about just past that first red line, if that. Just land on it and stick to your landing, compressing your hips back. So let's do 2 jumps out toward me on your right leg, 2 jumps, and then back on the same leg, 2 jumps. 1, 2. And each time they jump, your goal is to stick your landing before you move. So you got to come out and back on the same leg, then switch legs, facing the same direction. So 1 jump, 1 jump. And then back to boom, boom. And each time you jump, again, you got to stop, stick your landing. It's hard because the band is pulling you off balance. So let's face the other way. Let's jump out, 2, 1 jump, 2 jump, and then back, 1 jump, 2 jump. Perfect. And then do it the other leg, face it in the same way. 1 jump, 2 jump. Good. And then let's repeat the whole thing. We're going to start forward. I want you to do 2 broad jumps. Land on your heels. Stick your landing. Again. And then go back. Again. Good. And what I like about these simple drills for dancers is teaching them body control, so if they land, they don't collapse. That's gonna help them with a lot of injuries during the season. Okay, so we're going right leg 2 jumps forward. Stick it. Notice the double jumping is still happening. It's just really hard for them not to double jump. It's just practice, practice, practice. We're just going to do 2 jumps forward on your right leg, and we'll do 2 jumps forward on your left leg. Stick your landing, bend your knees. There you go. Good. And let's go sideways, facing me. Right leg. So 1 little jump, stick, and then back, stick, and back. Don't let that band pull you. Do your best. And then we'll do each leg each way. So I think you got to do the other leg yet. Yep. Stick it. Stick it. Back under control. And then face me. And what you could do, guys, is if you're younger, if you're like 12, you're definitely going to want to use the gray bands on this. These girls are high schoolers, but that red band that's only 5 feet long is tough. So do your best to control it. Let's see you do it again. If you find the athlete's just falling down or off balance, then just make it lighter. Good. All right, I would like you guys to connect the other 5-footer to that. Let's make it 10 feet long. So now that the bands are stretched out a little bit more, girls, you're going to actually go right leg only. What we're going to do is we're going to jump on a right leg continuous. We're going to go like 1, 2, 3, 4. And on this one, we're going to stay on our toe because we're not pausing. So it's on your toe, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just start over on your left leg. So it's more of a rhythmic jump. Try to control your body. Let's see you do it like 4 to 5 jumps on your right leg. Not for distance, but for speed. Just kind of boom, 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 boom. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good, yep. Just working on control. And again. It's okay. Usually I go right leg out, left leg out. Again, repeat, just keep switching legs. All right, and back out, other leg. Good. So that would be more of a rhythmic jumping on the ball or foot. Now, what we can also do with the bands is do deceleration. So girls, come all the way out to me. Decelerating means we're going to slow our bodies down while we jump. So face the wall. Now again, let's start with just 2 feet. You are literally going to jump about 1.5 feet and just stop. I want you guys to dig your heels into the ground and don't let your body get pulled forward. So you're just going to leave the ground and stick your landing and just repeat that all the way back to the beginning. So don't let the bands pull you forward. Just do a little jump. Go ahead. Stop. Yep, do it again. Bend your knees. Boom. Push your heels into the ground. Good. Deceleration. One more. And then back up again. We're going to do it again. All right. Really work on slowing yourself down. Good. All right, back up. All the way to me. Okay, a tricky one is right leg. So again, the tension's not great, but it's enough. Girls, I want you to just do a little hop forward on your right leg and try to stop yourself. Remember, heel's got to hit the ground. Heel has to hit first. Let's try it. And bend your knee. Boom. There you go. Stick your landing. Good. Stick your landing. Good job. And then we'll do it on the other leg. Ready? Just stick your landing. Land on your heel. Bend those knees on when you land. Very good. You guys sink your hips. That's awesome. Okay, back up one more time. Now let's just do that last lateral one. I wouldn't put too much tension on this one, but the nice thing about 10 feet is it's the load that's pulling them back to the wall is less way out here than it is when they were up front. So face me, girls. I would go inside leg, right? And let's just do little baby stutter steps all the way to the wall, just controlling your body. Go ahead. Yep. Try to other leg, Lana. There you go. Yep. Inside leg. Yep. And you can see what's happening. It's kind of, they're trying to stabilize their body going toward the wall. Now face the other way and do the other leg. Stick your landing. Again, if you don't bend your knees, you're going to fall over. You got to absorb the ground. There you go. And let's do this one more time each leg. So come back out. Facing me. Let's go right leg. Stick it. Bend your knee. Absorb the ground. Good. And then go out. Go back to the beginning. We'll go left leg. Awesome. All right, and those are our routines for jumping drills with the belt and the 5 and 10 foot bands.